Are we live? Are we live? We should be. No reason why we shouldn't. No? We are? We live? Hey, we're live. Okay. I just had to check. So, today I'm going to be doing an editing stream. Haven't done that in a while. I haven't done that since I was editing Black Castle, but as of recently, I would like to start doing that. New school year, new econ projects, new side projects. I got a couple that I'm really excited for, but yesterday, which was Saturday, the 18th, me and Andrew Kennett started working on a short called Toy Soldier. I don't want to give too much away because I am live streaming before the release. So this will be just like your guys' little sneak peek. We haven't finished filming everything, so don't worry about the spoiler. The spoiling of the ending, at least. You'll kind of know a lot of the plot by watching this stream. So like I've already gone through all the really boring stuff. I've already gone through. Get rid of that. I've already gone through all the sorting through everything, labeling all the shots. We got a lot of takes, so we have some options. In fact, I did already put some of it together. This is kind of my editor's cut. We won't start working. So what I edit right now will not be the final product. This is my editor's cut. Usually for everything me and Andrew work on, we usually edit together, but I've been really antsy to work on this, just work on anything really. And so this is what I've kind of thrown together. But I kind of wanted to say, hey, no, fuck this, I'll do it 3 times. And then I'll just, just do it 3 times, but, I get to put something on the channel, and then you guys get to watch me work. Maybe you'll learn something. A couple of the things I know I'll be definitely using is Red Giant's Magic Bullet plugins. Fun little fact that I learned end of my junior year. If you are a student, they do offer a free 1-year license of their Maxon suite thing, so you get all of their stuff. I absolutely love their VFX suite. They just added Muzzle Flashes, which I was gonna go to Action VFX and start buying. Muzzle Flashes was gonna be really, really expensive, but they have a new plugin actually. Let's see if I can look it up real quick. Red Giant. Red Giant. Oh, it's the Red Giant Bang plugin. So originally, I actually did hear about this plugin before from a thing called a channel called Film Riot that had featured it a while ago. So check this out. It's so fucking cool. It's just so interesting. It's just such an easy way of getting something without having to buy assets. The only thing that I don't think it comes with is, actual, gun smoke. I think those are still assets you'll have to either create yourself or buy. But other than that, the plugin itself is really helpful. I'm going to be working with a lot of Muzzle Flashes on this upcoming project that I'm working on called Dead Man. Don't want to give too much away on that because it hasn't been put into production. The only thing I know for sure is that via Easter is going to be my director, and Truman Mathena is going to be my lead actor. So that'll be cool. I'm sure you guys don't know who I'm talking about until I post it, or unless you go to my school, you will definitely know who those people are. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going to scrap all this, and we're going to get into some cool things. So I'm just going to go ahead and just exit Premiere Pro, because I do kind of like the work I did and I would like to keep what I did. So we're just going to start a new project. Okay, so new project. I'm going to go ahead and change my saving file destination to my footage. If you're not sorting your footage like this, if you are a content creator, like I have everything from like the Woodsman all the way down to our current project. Turnaround is also all there. Like there, I just like love organizing my footage now. Like we have our music, which for some odd reason is empty. Oh, I think it's just because it's like for a save file. So obviously you can't see, but you know, you understand what I mean. So I've already selected everything to be how I want to do it. So we're just gonna open up a new one. So I have my layout as my projects, just overall stuff, my source, my Magic Bullet Colorista 5 because I absolutely love using it and I do not like using Lumetri, my effects, my effect controls, my monitor, and my timeline. Originally I had my timeline over here so I can get a bigger idea of what it looks like. But it's just so weird, like not having it right under, because then it gets a little disorienting. So I had to slide it back there, and I made it a little bit larger because I really like having my space to work with. So while we are in that, let's go ahead and toss in our folder. Where the fuck here we go. So let's drop the footage in there. And I already have a decent idea of what takes I want to use. Not sure what... Oh, and here's a really cool thing that I wanted to show. So for the overall look of... Hold on, let me rename this. Okay, so for the overall look, and I'm just going to bring this shot over here. Hold on, let me make sure the volume isn't horrible for you guys. Yeah, I'm louder than that. I'm louder than that. I'm going to bring it a little bit down. Okay. So I'm also, just real quick, going to put a noise gate because I don't need you guys just hearing bad. Hello? 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 Hey! Okay. Okay, so that should be better for you guys. This is really lazy, but I am just obsessed with this look. So, the way Andrew envisioned it is this supposed to be kind of the 80s. If you notice, like, or like, no, Andrew Kennett, he has a real taste for just like time period things, like 1910. If you look at all sorts of projects, they're just kind of like in between like the 1900s to like 2000s. He doesn't really work on modern things, but he has a good branding. He has good branding with that, so that's just something. But the way I like this is, so you see there's a bunch of saturation controls, and so I was just trying to learn this, and I learned of like the black one. Like if I do it, it almost gives it this kind of comic book feel, and I really like it. And so I'm gonna turn that down so it's not as intense, but I'm gonna give the clarity a little bit of a boost. And then I'm gonna get a little bit of vignette. And so my shadow regions, just bring that a little bit down. And then I want to raise these a little bit, just a little bit. And like, it looks a little jank right now, I know. Like, here we have like this real nice soft lighting. And now it's just super hard. But I think it's the style I really like. And here's something that I've learned. You're allowed to break the rules if it's for a reason. So like, one example that I learned, like there's a scene that I recorded one time where I like following the 180 degree rule. But I broke it to kind of add this disorienting feeling to it. And so people like kind of have to like dart around the screen and it becomes pretty disorienting, but it's meant to be like that. And it can either add or take away from your scene if you do it right or wrong. So yeah, so I like that, and I'm really liking like this comic book feel. I'm probably gonna do some other things to it, but this is gonna be like the kind of base of how I want things to look. So we already have our first shot of me just kind of like, oh, it's like Mr. Guittari is just like pacing, he's just like waiting for like him. I'm not sure, I wanted to find a song to use. So like, I'm just gonna exit this real quick, edit, go into my own, get out of there. I was originally gonna stream on my Forester editing channel, so if you're seeing this on that, because I know I'm gonna post it on that, this was originally shared on my B Forester edits rather than Forester editing, because of like this like 24-hour thing that YouTube does before you can actually start streaming. So I'll have to change it to that. I'll definitely get copyright striked on this channel for playing this, but not my regular one. So we're just looking for a good film score. I wanted it to be like suspenseful, but like not chasing. It's not really what I'm looking for. It's too creepy. It's not really action. Just like wanna. God, but it's like really epic and heavy, but I really kind of like the basis of it. I'm really liking that, but it's just, I just don't know. I like it, but I don't know if it fits our project. So like, I'm trying to think of like how everything is gonna line up before I incorporate it. Like if you saw in like the original one, or if like the music kind of, it almost makes it kind of futuristic, the first song I chose. But that's not necessarily what I'm going. It's probably what I'm gonna go for in my editor's cut. But ooh, ambient. Ambient is something that I'm definitely looking for. Ambient. Ambient. Pulses. I have absolutely fallen in love with this at the beat. So I'm gonna download the full mix because I don't feel like doing a lot of audio work for this. Probably will in the director's cut, but this won't even be the version that we end up posting. Maybe on my channel, but okay, so gonna open this, gonna go into sound, gotta do my music folder, Mushi, and my SFX folder, and I'm just gonna plop this down in my music. Okay, so after we do that, I am never really organized in Premiere. I really should be, but I'm never. I'm never organized in anything that we do. As of until recently, I will organize your organize your things when you start editing. So I'm gonna do sound as its own folder. I don't like having, because like it's putting some stress on my computer. I think I need to get more RAM. Like for my PC, because right now I'm at 16 gigs at 3200 megahertz, and so it's not bad, but for me to do what I'd like to do, I'd like to have more memory. Alright, so sound, I'm gonna again go to my music, gotta put my sound in there, and we're gonna, so the way we're gonna edit this is not only based off of like the actual taming of the cut of the performance, it'll also be based off the music and how dramatic I like it to be. It's very loud. Okay, so we have that. Let's go ahead and start looking at our other shots. So I know I've already gone through a lot of these, and just gotta find ones which I'm trying to find the one that there's one performance that Andrew did that I really liked. I don't like it because one thing that he does in a lot of it is he seems very flat, and you notice how he's like staring at me the whole time and he doesn't take his eyes off me. It's not very natural. So like even like the way I'm looking around, I'm constantly looking around at different things. And this I had the opposite problem. I was looking down too much and not making enough eye contact. So when we film on Monday for the rest, like to film the ending, I'm gonna have to really work on that. I hope it doesn't contrast too much with the performance I'm gonna give. But yeah, that is also the nicest I've dressed in quite a long time. Where I actually thought like that I looked good anyways. Trying to think. I don't like the takes where he does that little. I don't even know if you guys heard that, but he does this little breathing thing at the end. I'm not a big fan of that. I think it was 3 that I really liked. What was the take that I really liked? There was a couple. Was it this one? It's weird because when I first started the project, I did the whole process of laying out all the takes, clipping to what I need, and listening to them in a line. But I feel like that's going to take too much time, and I'm just going to have to skim through these. It wasn't the last performance I liked, no. It was not that one. That was one of the ones that I liked, but it wasn't that one. It was either 6 or 5, I believe. That's the one. That one seems really natural. Like, just like the way his body language. And so I'm also gonna I'm gonna do some sound design, and I feel like it's such a hard cut. I just don't. And honestly, it's because we filmed with a 50mm Canon. I don't know what type of lens, but it was a 50mm prime. I love filming with primes, but the thing that I don't like about them is the lack of flexibility, especially if you don't have any other lenses. So we filmed this whole thing with just one lens. One thing that we couldn't really do is we probably didn't even think about it, is kind of matching the framing. So like you see how like the focus of your eye is going to stay in the middle, and then it's going all the way to the left. And so your eye is going to be caught like in this area when you were standing over here. So your eye is doing this. Like your eye is going, like it's almost like circling around. And it's, for what it is, I don't really like it. But it's just one of those things that when you're given footage, you're probably not going to get it perfect. People make mistakes, and that's something we're going to have to deal with. We're not making an award-winning film here. I mean, I think he wrote the script in one day, which is fine. We still ended up with something good. It just doesn't make, can't use it to like the full potential that I know it could be. That sentence didn't make sense, but you understand what I mean. So I am going to use that. And then I think while he's talking, I'm going to cut to me just like sitting there. So like there's this one. Which one was my favorite performance? Was it the last one? That's the one. That was the last take that we did that I liked. And as you notice, when we're filming these, it did make it a little hard when sorting. But you notice that we're filming like the person saying the first line and then the actual line that we're cutting to. Reason being why that is because I'm noticing that it gives the actor a better performance and a better like way, because like one thing that I notice, especially when filming with one camera, when you shoot something, people tend to change inflections a lot. So like the way they something changes over time if they don't do it consistently. Andrew gave me the script not even a couple hours before I started working on this. So we rehearsed quite a bit, and then like while like we were setting up the set, and that's all we had. And so giving that natural performance and giving that actual natural reaction of what they're saying with those current inflections helps a huge deal. So I'm actually going to do that. Of course, we don't want that background one. I do that just kind of gauge reaction time. So what I am going to do is, because I know I'm going to fix it later, but I just want that room tone to just be consistent throughout for right now. Essentially right now, not a big fan of that cut. Do like that cut quite a bit. Did we do the second one? Yes, because we made the comment to where like Andrew's character has a cigarette, and what I'd like for him to do is just kind of showcase that he's smoking. Andrew didn't want to actually smoke, and this is not a real cigarette, by the way. This is a prop cigarette. But like the way we did this, like he just didn't want it to be too edgy was his reasoning. I feel like because like we know that we're gonna show this off to our teacher, and she's kind of judgmental, like with their censorship. She's very inconsistent with it, but we have to kind of abide by it, and so I think he was mostly worried about that. So we haven't actually had him actually put the cigarette by his mouth and act like he was putting like a lighter down after that line's delivered. bit longer until that sentence is said. I'm actually really liking this background ambient music. So when I look for when I'm cutting is when I can tell that I either like a cut and I'm finished adjusting it, or I'm gonna keep adjusting it. I like to either cut by action, cut by dialogue. So that one's a little bit more fluctuatable because it really does depend on the sentence and it's very inconsistent, or cut by music. So because I am not a big I don't really know how the scene is gonna, because we're might add a close up of my face filming this on Monday, which will be tomorrow. Might fit its way in there, so I wanted to cut with the music. So this one I cut with dialogue, and I noticed, like I said, I liked this cut earlier, but so sorry. What the hell was that? What is that in the background? And so I noticed some of these cuts don't seem very natural, but that a lot has to do with sound. You have no idea how important sound is for a film. A lot of you will know, but a lot of people I've noticed throughout econ don't really pay attention to sound, and they'll focus on the visuals. Sound is, I believe, more important than the visuals in my majority of cases, not in all cases. Because it just drives your whether you're gonna stay or not. If you're watching a YouTube video, I noticed even me, I was really into looking up how to build vivariums and all that, and I was gonna too, but I never followed through on it. But I noticed I stayed on the videos that had good sound and not, and either great visuals or not so great videos. But I would never, or I would find it hard to stay on a video that had bad audio with good visuals or bad visuals. Obviously, if you had both bad, nobody's gonna stay on the video. But this kind of give and take is just an important lesson to take. I also am sorry if I talk to give little side notes. I just like sharing knowledge with people. If you find it useful, take it or not. But, some people might not know. And obviously I'm not the best either. I'm just kind of figuring this out as well. But I'm still learning, and I'd like you to learn at the same pace as me. Okay, so that's the end of that line, I think. We decided on the last take for that one, and so I'm gonna cut. I'm just trying to line up because I need natural dialogue reaction. I almost want to. So So here's also a dilemma I've had. I believe like the performance and like We Have a Mole in the Family is a really important part. The thing that I'm worried about is that I'm influenced with keeping my own performance because I think I did do a good job, but I feel like the most natural thing is to cut in the sentence, but I really am not sure if that's the right way to go. So, yeah. I want to see, has anybody joined yet? Am I just here by myself? If I am, it's fine. I know people might find this video later. We have had 2 playbacks, but no current viewers. That's fine. Oh, my girlfriend did stop by. Just go ahead and react to that. I can't find the thing. I'll just text her. Alright. So gonna go ahead and find, like, one thing that I can say. I love working with Andrew, but he has such a thing for his hair to look good. In order for him to be, like, say a shot is good, he has to think he looks really good in it. And everybody wants to look good. Like, I tried doing a remastering of 1910, but I just didn't want to do it because I looked just so jank during filming. I just had so much, like, gross stubble, just acne. There was literally stuff on my teeth and boogers in my nose while filming that. I didn't want to look at that again. Did not want to do that. That was, I think even in one part, the filming was so jank. In one part of the scene, like, I still have my chain on, and so there's just a cowboy with the chain, just in the middle of the scene, just acting like it's totally normal, like it's supposed to be there. I just find that really funny. God, we've improved so much over the years. So I'm just gonna get rid of that tail end of that sentence. And so we don't need that first part of the dialogue, just need to line up the little tail end right here. So yeah, I'm obviously going to use this, but let's go ahead and get rid of this part of the audio. Let's start working on when we're going to cut this. So this is just a dry cut. I feel like that's too late because Andrew also has this part of the reaction where he's just listening and he kind of shifts his head and like actually reacts to it. So I actually do like that cut. But I feel like I'm also my own like worst self-critic because sometimes a cut just doesn't seem right to me. It might seem like that to you guys. A lot of people don't notice it, but I notice it, and I don't. There's a certain way I like for a cut to feel, and just a lot of the time I just don't get that. Okay. I feel like I'm too nervous in that. So in this whole thing, I'm not sure if you're picking this up right now. Andrew's character, Tom, is the rat. During this whole scene, Mr. Guattari knows that Tom is the rat. And so I needed to be really assertive and not nervous because, like, he knows. Like, he was like, I know what you've been up to. But I'm not going to tell you that because I want to hear you say it kind of like thing. Like, I'm sure you guys understand what I mean. I like the way I, like, express with my eyes. God, I am not doing myself any favors. I don't have an ego, but I do at the same time. That sounds contradictory, but, like, I don't know. You know what? No, I'm allowed to tell myself I did a good job. I'm not usually great at acting. But I like... cut the audio. We won't use that tail end of that. I actually might extend this a little bit, even though, because I want to give myself a little bit more of just like, I'm listening to you, and then I'm reacting. Gonna hide. I feel like the cut is just so jarring. I really do think it's just because of how we filmed. So let me try something. Because I feel like my eyes are just starting, like, you notice, like the way areas you focus in turn to complete black. And I think it's just that absence of light. And just, it's like if you turned, like, I'm going to do a real world example of this. It's literally equivalent of going into somebody's room and it's just ooh, it like hurts my eyes, like that constant flickering. And it's not really flickering, but your eyes are so focused on that one point and then it goes to black or it goes to light so fast that it's just producing that jarring effect. So here's what I'm gonna do to try to see if I can fix it a little bit. I'm just gonna fix the camera movement. And I almost wanna kind of push it a little bit more this way. I feel like our acting is also too fast. Like, we're, like, there's also, like, a big, like, there can either be the problem of where you're waiting too long, creating these dramatic pauses. And sometimes people will do that, and it'll be too often. In this scenario, I think we're reacting too quickly. Even though it was based on, like, real conversation. This, isn't giving me really a whole lot of time to, like, react with. And it's not, I think our sentences are like doing what I wanted it to. It's our facial reactions that I'm talking about. Like, I need him to be looking still for like maybe a second longer, but he already starts to like kind of react, but it's not really what we want. This. Like the clip, like if I just played the clip by itself, it's great. But if I do it with the cut, I like layering over audio, but I think this is the best cut to just... I think it's also the audio that's doing it for me. See, let's turn off the audio and see if that's what's like making it so jarring to me. No, that cut is just still jarring to me. I do like that a little bit better. Like over like his whole sentence rather than the middle or the tail end of it. God, but it just seems like how many seconds? It's like 23 to... It's not. It's barely 2 seconds. Maybe like a sec. Yeah, it's actually 2 seconds. And so for this shot to just be that quick, as I don't want to cut quick. Like I like this, like the tension should be dragged out, but I can't do that. That's like doing like you know, like it's rather than you know. That was really stupid. I shouldn't have tried to explain it that way. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to mean. It's just too abrupt of a cut. So that's why I'm so divided. Maybe I want it to be a little bit longer. Maybe I want it to be a little bit after this little dun-dun-dun. Okay, so now we have this next cut for like... Okay, so those are just unusable. Too dramatic. I think I do want to use that part like right there. That is that the one that I wanted? Pretty sure I... back over here. Just got so much movement from him. I'm just gonna, maybe it'll be okay if I move it a teeny bit closer. Maybe I could actually include like his little hair flip thing. So if that's the case, I'll stretch this out a little bit. Give him a little bit more time for action. Oh my god, I can't even use that take. Oh no. Oh, that's not even the take that I was supposed to use. Oh, I spent all that time. Oh, that's funny. This is actually a lot better. Oh my gosh, if only I just cycled through it a little bit longer. Okay, Andrew got good performance. Andrew's a pretty good actor. He's acted in a lot. Actually, I think he's acted in like almost all or a majority of everything that he's ever produced. He's really good at it. He's a really good actor. Obviously, he has spots where he needs to brush up, but he's a pretty good actor. I really like him in this piece. There's obviously little things that I'd like to be fixed, but it's not really things that he could have been. I mean, he was a director, so he's in charge, but as an actor, he was not in charge of that. So right now, I'm just doing a lot of the boring work. So this is an interesting scenario of a shot because there's actually two shootings for this line. It wasn't intentional. He's just trying to explain to me my line, and then he messed it up. That's why that was funny. It made me laugh. So it was like really like sudden for me to like go from like this to this. I'm like so quick. Just entirely mood shift. So the acting, like, this take was pretty good. But, you know. So trim that. Trim this. Figure out when I'm going to cut it. So this is like a big part of it. So like he's like, ooh, I'm about to drop a bomb on you. Which one did I like the most? That one's only 5 seconds, so it's obviously not that one. I like how I delivered the last part of that. I like that one a lot. That's my favorite one. I might not even actually, for like the sake of it, because like the audio's like a really big difference. I might cut, like not even use a shot 9 and just use shot 10. That's actually one of the better ideas. Let's just see how that is. I like the violin because now we're building tension. Now we're getting to the good stuff. I like this one because it's subtle, but we took so many takes of it. Like, there's literally 8 takes. I'm gonna contrast that and just use the one that we filmed last. Why do I like it how it is already? Oh my gosh, I love that already. I like it how I turn my head, but I don't think I can use that. I'm gonna use that one. So at this point, like, my character is really studying Tom. But that's where I say that's where I need your help. Because now I'm going to start putting photos in front of him. And he's going to like, okay, never seen that guy before. Nope, never seen that guy before. Never seen that guy before. Boom, lays a picture of him. Oh, you got caught. It's a you got caught moment. It's very tense. Very tense. Very tense moment because he got caught. You know, got caught. Why I had to say that so much, I have no clue. But yeah, big moment. I'm pretty sure we shot this 2 times. So there's this, and then I'm pretty sure, yeah, we filmed. Oh no, we just filmed it tighter. Okay, so I'm not even gonna use that shot. I'm just gonna straight up ignore it and start using Andrew's thing. I think I'm just gonna have to use that one, even though I think the performance in the gonna cut that. Gonna cut that right there. I'm gonna use Andrew shot time. Andrew shot. There's actually no shot of him saying, "What do you mean?" So originally, like, we had talked about this, and Andrew thought it would be really important for him to, like, Then we have shot of just sliding photos. This one we'll have to split up. Things getting serious now. I need to mark that. It's gonna get really hard to keep track of. Oh, there is a cat outside of my door that wants to be let in. Hello? Hello, Mr. Felix. How you doing, buddy? Hello. Hello, butters. Come in. You wanted to come in here and chill with me? Yeah, you just wanted some attention. You can stay here while I do my edit stream. Just don't be a shithead. Don't be a shithead. There's so many different ways this scene can be cut. That really impacts it. Dramatic insert shot. Go ahead, take that. Has to be some ambient noise I could use here. Oh my gosh, are we really almost at the end? This is the end. This is the last shot we have. is not the take. It is this one. I do believe I'm being called by somebody. Hold on. Come on, big boy. Gotta get down. Hold on, I'll be right back. So, I wasn't able to do any of the extra work that I wanted to do, but I was able to show you guys the cut. I just realized you guys did not hear anything I just said there. So I didn't get to show you guys anything extra that I wanted to do. But I did get to show you the cut, and I got to show you a little bit of what I was trying to do. How long have I been streaming for, actually? How long have I been streaming? How long has it been? It's been about an hour and a half. Anyways, I'm getting blown up. Let's watch what we have right now. Jesus Christ. Audio issue right there. that, just that last part is just such a limp moment with the music. Okay, so we saw where like voices doubled a little bit there. I think I'm actually gonna continue the stream tomorrow, when we have all the footage. So that'll be fun. It's a good point to end the stream right now. Thank you guys for coming along. Really appreciate you. Anybody who's watching this live or after, it was nice to have you here. And I will see y'all later.